Right, hello. This has been a long time since the last upload. The channel didn't really get any views or anything, so I wasn't going to follow it up, and I haven't been drifting for literally years. What happened was the really nice job I had that paid a decent amount of money, that contract ended, and I couldn't really afford to do much drifting, and then all the COVID and all that debacle happened, kind of spoilt it. But now I'm going to drift events and the amateur days, and there's not many people turning up on them, so you're getting more seat time. It's worth more going to them now. So I thought, right, let's change the car, because I'm bored of the car as well with the horsepower. The horsepower just didn't do it for me. So going to make radical changes. So here we go. The first change is the bodywork. So as you can see, it's a bit higgledy-piggledy. So I've put some wide arches over fender kit, over wing. Well, it's an over fender kit, I don't care if Americans say it. And then absolutely huge 120mm ones at the front. I have put WiseFab there. You can see the absolutely huge arches. So this is all getting sanded down over the next couple of weeks, and it is going baby blue. We started wrapping it, and I'm not happy with the way how hard it is to wrap it and how the edges are. And it's like, no, I'm just going to spray it. So I'm going to spray in here, get that done. So it's going baby blue on the outside, yellow on the inside. The next thing I did, or that I'm starting, is I pulled the M50B25 out. I did that the other day. So that is now sat here. I've just started replacing any of the broken pipes. See, there was a couple of pipes got caught on the way out and broke. So I'm going to swap them so it's all fully reassembled, complete with ECU, and then that's going up for sale to claw a bit of the money back. So the engine that's going in is this beastie. This is an M62TUB44. So that's the technical upgrade, M62 V8, 4.4 litre. I'm in the middle of stripping it down right now. I should have started the series earlier when I was ripping that out, but never mind, at least I've started it. So yeah, I'm going to be pulling it all out. It's going to have a standalone ECU. Ideally I wanted an M60 top end and the 4.4 bottom end to get rid of the Vanos, make it simpler, make it more reliable, and go for the duplex chain. But just getting hold of one for it was going to cost many £1,000 more, and it's just not worth it for me. So I've got lots of things I've got to do to it. First thing was take the subframe off, which I did, and then weld the plates on. There's a plate there and there's a plate there. That's all ready to go back on. There's the civil sump kit, the left hand starter motor. Now you don't have to do the left hand, but with the headers that I went for, the left hand is the only way to go, because the right hand one won't pass. So all these bits here are just bits that we've been taking off, cleaning up and getting ready. So this is the timing cover that swaps the wet alternator that's cooled by the engine coolant to a dry alternator, so that goes in there. So that's here too. Got to get a new seal for that. The water pump looks okay, so we just cleaned it up. This is the gearbox off the M50. It's the Gertag 220 5-speed. Yeah, not ideal. I wanted a ZF box really, but that was the one that was on the M50. So for now, it's going on. It's off the 318 Ti. It was an absolute nightmare to find the part details off to get the adapter kit, because obviously you got to adapt that to go onto the V8. Yeah, so there's the oil pump with all the muds done. So took out the inside, cleaned it all out. The impeller, let's say, has been moved down the shaft and then reversed round. Took all the edges down so it fits in the sump. Moved the pressure relief valve from what was there. You take that out, this pipe goes in instead, then it goes in the top, so now the pressure relief is there. So that's all ready to go. Everything's been Loctited with Loctite blue because it's all resistant, because one of the Achilles heels with these engines is the case bolts come loose and then the oil pump fails, so that's that sorted out. Purple tag steering rack's going to stay, but there's the power steering pump all cleaned up, and then that's going to go on the civil kit. Well, the V4 project is progressing, although we are hitting a few stumbling blocks. There's the engine plate for this side, engine plate for that side, and I don't know about you, but that is not in line with that at all. Not even, look at the angle there. So I presume that this bracket here, because it looks bent, was welded up poorly in the first place and it should be further forward. Or is it? Or is this one further forward and it should be further back? How do I know? But that is not going to work. So yeah, the inside's looking like oil changes were not done regularly, so all that's going to get cleaned out. The timing chain, the problem with the timing chain guides, yep. I would say I just got the engine before it went tits up, before it went out of time. So £300 for new timing chain kit. And yeah, got to work out what's the score with these brackets, because that's not going to work. We see the gap there. See it better from over here. And that's how far the bracket was out. So I've got a big bridge across here to get it tally up from front to back, left to right. That's a huge gap. Sure, you can put a paper underneath this context. That's how far it was out. Absolutely miles out. So fill in all that out. But then it's done. Okay, slap some weld on, beefed it up, slap some paint on, and now it sits level with the deck, and more importantly, square with the engine. Yes. Civil adapter kit. Leaves a bit. So that's the engine mounts done. So that'll do for the first video. It's already 8 minutes long and it's mainly me waffling, and here I am waffling again. So yeah, engine mounts done. I skipped all the parts, stripping and cleaning. Did you really need to see that? Not really. So in the next video I'll start stripping down the engine and we'll have a crack at the chain guides, timing, and see what's going on inside it.